Today we have the brand new Ram Power Wagon. We're going to go give you an in-depth look into all the cool new features of this Ram and show you around this vehicle. So first thing you're going to notice is the front end is huge. Ram has this really cool new grille they've done with these vertical slots that really accentuate this vehicle, make it look really mean, really rugged. And then on the front you have a nice big worn winch with a plug-in control as well. Lots of parking sensors, of course. You have this big hood scoop on the top, and then coming around the sides you have these really massive headlights with LED, and then going down the side you have these side vents which are wonderful. Then you have your giant towing mirrors. These have side accent lighting, and then you have lots of different mirrors built into the mirror itself. Coming down the side you'll see that they have rugged off-road tires, and then you also have a lifted suspension that's off-road suspension. So as you can see, there's lots of clearance here, lots of ground clearance as well. This is a really big truck, really tall truck. I'm 6'5", and as you can see, I'm not even at the top of this truck. So as we come down the side, I love the two-tone color that they put on these. This is the green with the black accents, of course, matte black Ram logos, really lovely. And then going down the side, you know, this is a four-door truck, so you have lots of room for passengers. Power Wagon badging, which I really love on this truck as well. Same setup in the rear, off-road suspension, all-terrain tires, which are lovely for this truck. Nice big LED tail lights as well. You have a rear parking camera here. This tailgate comes down automatically once you release it, so it's soft open, which is really handy. You have the bed plug that you can plug your power tools into in the bed. It's all textured as well, so you don't have to worry about scraping up the paint in your bed. Pops up really easily as well. You have your trailer setup, your hitch, and then you have parking sensors as well. The hitch on these is 2.5 inches, so just one thing to keep in mind. Coming down the side, same setup. You have exhaust out the back. You have the big windows, so lots of visibility throughout the truck. So now we're going to jump inside and show you all the cool features inside this truck. So popping the door open, you have full rear bench seats, and then on the rear bench seats you're able to pop them up and create a flat floor, and I'll show you how to do that. So all you do is you just pull it up, and then you have this flat bench piece that folds out. You pop these out, put it down, and then you have a nice flat floor here. You could store your stuff. You could do the two side, or you could do the one side, whatever works best for you and your setup. And then you could also stick stuff under the flat bench and then store gear. Plus ruggedized all-weather floor mats by Ram. And then, of course, to see how we fit, again, I'm 6'5". It's a bit of a hop to get up, but I have a lot of leg room in this, a lot of headroom. It's really quite spacious for a pickup. So as you can imagine, some pickups are a little cramped. Ram does a really good job of allowing a lot of room in the back seats for larger people. Grab handles to get in and out. Coming over to the front on the passenger side, jump on up. Before we do, actually, so the seats are all motorized, which some pickups do have, some pickups don't, but they are, and they have lumbar support as well. They also have the Power Wagon logo, lots of little Ram icons, which is really nice. High quality interior, stitching carbon fiber. So let me kind of show you a few features on the passenger side. So coming in, you have this nice storage box here that you just push a button to open. And then you have this nice big glove box as well. So now let's jump over to the driver's side. I'll show you some features on that side. You can add a side step on the build if you'd like on these, so that is an option to do. But overall, just depends on what you'd prefer. But there's lots of options on ways you could configure this truck. So now we'll jump in the driver's seat and show you some options there as well. So again, you hop on up, all-weather floor mats, which is perfect because it's snowing today. And then on the inside, you have this giant tablet-sized screen in the center which we'll give you an in-depth look on. So on the interior of these new Power Wagons, I love that Ram's gone really techie with this setup. This is the Power Wagon option with the center console, which I prefer over the 3-seat front. I had a couple of the Power Wagons a little bit older, 2020s and before, that had the 3-seat front, which was good, but the problem is you just didn't have as much storage. And now with the center console, it's like most other pickup trucks. You have a lot of storage in here, lots of room in the center console, cup holders, charging, plus you have this giant tablet sized screen, which is really nice. Then you have a full screen where your instrument cluster is. So I really love this new version and iteration of the Power Wagons because it just gives so much more options on what you could do if you don't need 3 people in the front seat. So if you're looking for a Power Wagon, highly suggest checking this one out. We'll leave a link in the description below to this dealer that we work with that has this in stock. So of course you're going to want to check them out. They have some really cool builds on the lot. Going into the screen, so these screens have a lot of functions. You basically could control everything from the music to the nav to your climate to your phone. With the center screen set up in the instrument cluster as well, you can bring a lot of that over and use that. So they're really, really sophisticated setups that you can tailor to how you'd like to use the vehicle. So it's really nice being able to have that option in the truck. Of course, this truck has sway bar disconnect, high-low 4-wheel drive. It has axle lock and unlock on the front and rear set up here. And then you have charging USB-C, USB, and then you have more charging up on the dashboard as well. So a lot of options depending on the setup you want to use.